Welcome to KMP Trends once again. Today I'm giving you the hottest gossip in town about Cheddar. We all saw this Cheddar guy going around or hovering over the social media platforms recently. So today I'm going to give you a particular point that he was making in some interviews that he did back in 2019 till date. That wasn't colliding to whatever he's saying today. So
where did you get your first capital from?
My first capital was from the 2 houses I built on one land. Now, I bought the land. Before I would go into real estate, I rented a nightclub. And then in 3 weeks, people had come from London. This was the beginning of 2002. That's when I was introducing lifestyle in Ghana. At that time, there was nothing like the year of return. I started this in 2002. The club was called Temptations. And I invited people from Holland, London, and America. And that's because I didn't want to stay in Ghana alone. I had just come from London. And the place that I rented, my capital at that time was 20,000. My main capital that I had made in London from telecommunication and scraps, I had invested in Hawaii. It was £1 million. And the money I brought to Ghana is what I did the club with. But when I did the club, I made $75,000. And that $75,000 is what I used.
Oh, so you brought money from London?
20,000.
$20,000? Pounds.
And that's what I invested in renting the space and doing a nightclub, inviting people, you know.
£20,000?
Yes.
In 2002?
2002.
Well, I thought you were supposed to be...
I came in 2001, but 2002 is when I did it.
But you're supposed to be in school, because I know you went to Accra, you went to Apam, and then you went to UK. You went to stay in the
but
UK.
why would I be in school when I came
So
from
you were working in the UK?
I was working for myself.
So the first £20,000 you made, you brought it to Ghana?
It's not the first £20,000 I made. The first money I made in England altogether was £1 million.
How old were you?
I was 21.
You were 21?
Yes.
You made £1 million?
Yes.
In London? Working for which company?
I was working for myself. My company was GT, Global Telecommunications and Utilities,
Wow.
and I was selling scraps. So it's not
You were
like...
working for yourself?
Yes.
In London?
Yes.
And you made $1 million?
Yes.
I had 21?
Yes. I had my own office in Walthamstow.
Wow.
And I had 2 employees. So I've been responsible for people for a long time.
$1 million?
Yeah, pounds.
£1 million? Pounds. In 2001?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Well, people should really follow my track record because, you know, I started investment at a very young age. And what happens when you invest in things, the money goes away, so you feel like you're broke again. It makes you more hungry, you know, to work harder.
But why real estate? Because we know your brother is in petroleum. Why real estate?
I chanced it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
The nightclub,
yeah.
When I did the nightclub and received the $75,000,
yeah.
It was cedis that I was changing into dollars because I learned right from the beginning in Ghana that you need to keep your money in dollars because the cedi was depreciating all the time.
All right.
Okay.
just as in last week, he went for an interview with Bernard Avile. And over there, he said a lot on CT, how he got his wealth. So over there, he told Bernard Avile that he came to Ghana with £1 million and started a hotel business. Over there, he invited other people from other countries to work with. That was how he started building it. Just in 2019, he was also hosting another interview with Sewa Amire. He was called on another interview with Sewa Amire. And over there, he said that...
How did you get here as a businessman? Yes, of course, you're determined. You've always been ambitious. What was your first business and how did it go?
It was a poultry farm. I was very young. I bought a hen and a cock and started laying eggs because I wanted eggs, and they became chickens and they became a poultry farm.
And then?
And my mom sold the chickens and eggs to pay my fees and to help me and my other brother to live. So, you know, and I did it not thinking of the business. I think it's more to do with the passion behind what we do in life. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I would advise every young person out there that, you know, passion, it's basically the happiness and the foundation of everything that we want to do in life.
He told Sewa Amire that over there he started with poultry. Yeah, that was 1 male fowl and 1 female fowl. And he asked his mother to help him in raising those fowls to multiply. So whilst he was schooling, his mother was the one taking care of that particular business for him. And that was the business his mother used in taking care of him and his elder brother. But looking at what he told Bernard Avile today and what he said back then in 2019 is quite two different things. Another interview popped up again. And with this interview, he also said that he was doing scrap and telecommunication back then in London.
Seen artworks, because I say Unya first £1 million now 21 years, and Osha commentary around it. It seems a man for any narrative, no any. Are you worried, and would you want to throw more light on that story?
I'm not worried. Me free say nipa bisa wasem now answer.
Yeah.
Ebia, you can choose not to tell people.
Yeah.
But it to the bin so no correct candia o catch nipa. Now free say ebia a bit me bio madruma na say bit me inspire. But you will kura yetimu no. So will be kura I am share with social media. Ebi mu ka say na me nyame sika we. Na me free hin ne bae.
But legitimate questions to ask. No?
But be free say enka yitimi titi yema say omu baby say e kwan ben e na wo fa so timi be ye ne awaye. Chen say ehimfa na unya ne free ye. Better because that is judgmental. One is judgmental and one is trying to justify the means. And I'm not here to judge anybody.
So Oka say now we Jumama Wow and unya $1 million in a country like the United Kingdom. That doesn't sound believable. And it's not amount for a question.
And it doesn't sound believable. Yeah, ka say ya no. Accra would be 18. Oh, who says here when you 4 million. Obonyum. Opia niti.
Yeah, but one money.
Me monum na me business no interest enye pension nyom. Me get telecommunications na me turn that dear scraps.
Telecommunications here then what is
telecommunications? It's you know what telecommunications.
Yeah, now we are then in telecommunications.
I've told you already.
Maybe now only like an MTN light company or what?
No, it is not MTN. At that time, na fi na internet ni normal ebebaso.
Okay.
Nti ye na what platform na ye bills, the utility platform omoje bills was so. Nti nkrofo that time na Google ni ade kra embai. Only pa kra to me company that time India ni. And then he's also worth hundreds of millions.
The company was called what?
GTU.
GTU.
Yes. But me just say.
Okay, the platform na mobile day.
It was platform that
they generate bills, they my customers. Is that the case?
No.
Okay.
I think you're trying to.
No, me say so can this I just want to clarify.
But I think when I come to sit down with all the radio presenters, their interest is to ask me 100 questions about money.
I'm not misconstrue what you might have said somewhere. I'm only giving you the opportunity to clarify.
Fine. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Yeah. But I think that giving you the clause of something in a contract, the very platform and what it does, and that, I didn't come here to say all of that. I really came here because we're talking about...
In the scraps, for example, will it be wrong for me to ask, say, scraps being because Ghana and your scraps are young guys been in a more picking
I can break it down a bit.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very
so it went from the scraps to collecting pile of scraps, then give it to the steel yards.
Okay.
The steel yards are the ones that buy steel. And Krano, Usha companies like B5.
Yeah, B5.
Almost scraps.
Sure.
Almost scraps are
sure.
Almost iron rods. And the iron rods, in a week, maybe $1 $2 million and I say $1.5 million for Ghana. Or take cost in the free money, baby, and a profit to be $800,000. Do you need to chrome her? Oh, 1 million now. Oh, what problem? Say, me D21 and men. Obi 3 weeks. And I know I'm a person with true money. Say, Ghana, and some be sabimuno. Me fee say, be a bimu ha, a wayaka crab in the womb. And Emo Mokasabro so say instead some Makatem say, hey, now why you be say dear, now then a template no so yinti me and so say Ebianca, Ghana phone crab in Subeti Mienya. Sa a regime.
And my templates now me pese me hono. For example, in the UK, no, now one I walk around so scraps now our workers.
Oh, I had a team that I worked with. What I say now say idea obieti me enye sika say adwuma me ye na etuamia. They hold on to the work, massa.
Yeah.
And tibia na me D40 something now. My business still a because me sha asiache obi sorry or say no nyane sika we masa me sha asiase me bre ache me di me kwanso manam me kwanso me nya sika nso enye se bia me tibroni krom na me to talk as da ho na me twitwa pictures me be try ya na me dey me business na business nso a me ye wa ha no nso enye se me kukuru sika no na me dey ko
obi eno
na me di
spend this kind of
invest wa hai nti se no mu mpe we dia Nana hina mo pe.
Eden pa na
minim say bia sofo no mo pe o. Say bia D4 no mo pe o. Me bisa o say edie be na ka mo pe. Party na me chona say obi because I think say ni America bia no say akukọ e na me sha say me ye e na me ka me story na me ka chiro.
So that's how he got his wealth. And when he was 21 years, that was how he became an owner of £1 million. So I think there's a link with the first one and this one. But the interview with Sarah Amire, there's no link. So it's got people talking on the social media platform that what's going on. On the other hand, he's trying to say that he raised money from poultry. And on the other hand, too, he's trying to say he raised money from telecommunication and scraps.
A bill in Parliament to protect, that's what the proponents say, to protect your values as a country. Ibima terminal anti-gay bill. Because you are religious, said you'll be religious. So what's your position on that bill?
Well, many are buying him to say, and I mean him how or more I should be on any reasons almost.
We put a private members bill, like MPs be na.
But me shed a name at the court potia on person moye.
Okay.
But me name free say your cassa yet train you as an idea near way yet. Be possible way near way your baby I say possible. They are armed robbers baby they are getting away. They are prostitutes standing on the roadside they are getting away.
But those are all illegal and they are in our laws already.
And I make us say they are getting away and Nadia Masha that you know say oh media me bosses I know my way you me baby pe be to cancel it. I think say a chrono near chassis is seen year and no be chassis ho no. What I say no be emfatabino.
But as a Christian no you should have a position on gayism, lesbianism, and saniomano. No.
Dear Trevor or Christianity is some Yaman stro Yaman. And Trevor or Christianism said, Minko Pam a shower and I say Minko Pamuyan and Minko and Tremisa.
Yeah, but you cannot build a country without moral values.
I'm just trying to tell you something that I saw na me call any Yamesumana Mesumano. Yan some me semin jajinipa. I yan Trem semin
jajinipa.
There be yet Trem semin sum yame, Minsro Yame, Namin Suanyansa, Mimpenyansa, na adia emfatano, Mamma Mene.
And for you don't support an anti-gay bill.
I am not.
Or a law against gayism.
I am trying to tell you, say, I don't have an answer for your question. Ebia, asemna will be sameno. And nadia,
because here Ghana for Bibri, and because all person Ghana for Bibri not Tomano, they would want to know your position on such matters.
Obetu, untu, and the wasem. And yes, asema me ba be catcher or answer me the bemau, and I'm what to amame. Debbie, Obetu to. Kokromotino odia se opese obi ma 200 series na de koto a odia fa koto se opese wan so future nti na opese oto because we free say ebia adwena nipa yi dinam anase division odinam no wa benefit kra oba betimi benefit ato ba nya de a me ba be ka se me ba be ye bibi to impress you se obeto amame. I'm not a politician. I'm not used to enkrofo na omedi politics in that way no what I say nti kwana minim so no eno ana menam so na sa kwan no emfeli me what I say eno ana de ma beduru ha ena matete eno ma bebre nso me pese Ghana for te se enye semente se nipa ka me hunse but enhame because nipa ni bi wo ho a omo so minim se omudi hia omudi yaw nti ana me de madwene makoma ato omo situation ho na me hu se ebia enye ono kra ne fort ena amane ye ne oye no ebia o chena bi no se normal nte sa ebia enye sa na nkote nti menye obi a me fa enoma personal there
for every edan a wasibia na ye wa company ni sidan no
and some of it
na se wo bo adan 2 pe obo number 1 and na obo qualis
yes na dey see but who be sam say e bi ni ni ahin nti me chiro
o company ni din ye company ben
it's a group but the company that's a development company Wonder World.
Wonder World it omo na sisi adan no
Wonder World is a developer
omo na developers in the company ben the sidan no
construction company
and your friend is saying
and it's your friend in New Africa name who pisa me normal para say me who say who person osua me ba say who person osua business and I say who person who president mudi
who say only Ghana mabunu na e kasa obi person taking inspiration from your story
say no dey ayade so a omo pese omo tie ma no asem no omo hu enoma amaya
absolutely
me ba okọ na ohwe internet ni so sa no ma we nyina no obetime hu
you obi an access to internet you know the digital divide in our country
na
me free say emre na bi e wo no say ye ka say ye dey ka business for her ya ba say ye ba be kire message the Corinthian person me ye president at the Corinthian convention at the Corinthian ebia adentina ye say ye deport we ye say eno ne asama
no all those issues no.
This is what I've experienced in the past 6 days. He decided say me ye media tour. Nti media na mayima kuma mu say
only amount for bekasa
radio ni TV platforms na me ni obi akasa.
Yes.
Na mo bi o ha me share ne da maintenance bi da na wo nya ho say oba be interview me. Na the way I see ye mre wo interview ni so na me fi say bia disrespectful kakra. Me nya nka wo mani but me ka wa ha. Say obi sa ne question kra obi sa questioner. On my one answer we no the for no the for nti maybe na me come to say now we interview and I say asuma nti me fi say bia me so me ka kire what I say anye bia no na bia onso one mama ndwene say wo ye onkofo ni bi asuma wo what I say nti eno ana me ka wo hwa America eno ma bebre wo ha aya ban any private sector
say eno na ban we here with 1D 1F nana
1D no and 1F no so there
one district one factory
wo prove no ho omo sisi why are there
na wo hu bi
maybe sao
na ekunfi juice factory no hu
ekunfi there
ekunfi juice factory
another now come about say you one factory obi
1D 1F
na asem debi o ka 1D 1F say ekunfi say how can na kai say obi the card ni ma da yeah
so 1D 1F na buy so on the private sector na
debi but ade a o kai no say one ka private sector no kra mbemo o ka ekunfi dem for one factory one district na we twa so obi we hard we hard o de fashion